Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to today's English class. Children, in today's class, I am going to start a new chapter, that is Unit 3, and the title of the chapter is The Child Who Saved the Forest. So, in this chapter, you are going to learn a story. How came to know a story? You are going to know a story about one child named Prem, how he saved the forest. So why he saved the forest? For what reason he want to save the forest? Everything you are going to know from this story. Okay, so before starting today's class, children, there is one warm-up activity was given in your textbook. First we will do that warm-up activity. So all of you children open your English textbook, page number 26. So please open your textbook, English textbook children, open the page number 26 and take out your pencil, eraser, everything, keep it with you children. Okay, shall I start today's class? Are you ready? Yes. So Unit 3 prose, and the title of the prose is The Child Who Saved the Forest. So first we will do the warm-up activity. We go through the warm-up activity. So in warm-up activity, two tasks were given there children. So let's know what is the task number 1. Form a big circle, start running in the circle. The teacher will say the name of an animal. If it is the name of a wild animal, clap twice. If it is the name of a domestic animal, clap once. So this is one type of game children. Nowadays you can play at your home also, because you are staying at home. If you were in the school, you can play in the school, but nowadays you are staying at home. So you can play this game with your neighboring friends. So you have to draw first one big circle and you have to start run in the circle. Make one person as an umpire. So he should stand in a center of the circle. So you can play this with 5 children or 2 children, 3 children, how many children you want to join this game, you can take for the game children. So make one big circle. So you should start running around the circle. So the person who you have made umpire, they will say one name of any animal. Say name of any animal. If he or she says the name of a domestic animal, you have to clap once. If she says the name of any wild animal, you have to clap twice. Children, I hope you know what you mean by domestic animal and what do you mean by wild animals. Do you know children? Yes, I hope everyone knows what you mean by domestic animals and what do you mean by wild animals. Domestic animals means the animals which we rear in our house or which we kept in our house or farm. And wild animals means the animals which live in forest are called wild animals. So the person who you have made an umpire, he will say one animal name. So if it is the name of a wild animal, you have to clap twice. If it is the name of a domestic animal, you have to clap once. Like that you have to keep on going, play the game. So if your teacher or if your umpire says any domestic animal name, for example tiger, so you have to clap twice. If you clap once, you are going to out. So if your umpire or if your teacher says or if your mother, whomever, you can play this game. So if he says any domestic animal's name like cow, you have to clap once. If you clap twice, you are out. Like that you have to play the game. Okay? Yes. Next, task 2. Discuss in pairs how forests are useful to us. Later, mention at least 2 things that forests give us under each category. One has done for you. So in the task 2, what they have given children, you have to discuss in pairs. Pairs means you have to sit 2 members together. So whether you can sit with your neighboring friends or you can sit with your brother or sister, you have to sit in pairs. Pairs means 2 members. And you have to discuss what are the use, how forests are useful to us, why we need forest, what are the things we get from forest, everything you have to discuss. After discussing, so you go through this category. So there are 3 categories were given in your textbook. First one, food items. So first one they have given food items. First one they have given food items. of forest. So how forests are useful to us? Then you have to write the following answers. Okay. So what are the two food items you will get from the forest? Food items means you already know. So the items which we use to prepare a food, isn't it? So what are the food items which we get from forest, children? One, they have already given fruits. Yes, we get fruits from forest like plants and trees. So forest means, so there is a lot of big plants and trees, birds are there, insects are there and wild animals are there. You will find all these things in the forest. Yes, what are the food items we get from forest? So one example they have already given, fruit. So other two examples you have to give. So what are the food items we get from forest? Yes, we get vegetables, spices, isn't it? You can write vegetables, spices, vegetables. Then you can write spices. Spices is masala items like cardamom, cloves, cinnamon, pepper. So these are the spices what we get from the spices. So if you are not able to see, I will write here. So what are the food items you get from forest? You write here. You have to write in your text. Okay, food items. Vegetables. Then you get vegetables and spices. Spices. So these are the food items which we get. Only two items we are writing. Okay. So like fruits, pulses, isn't it, green leaves, all these things we get from the forest. Okay. Next category is shelter. Shelter to animals. Shelter means what, children? Place to stay. So shelter means place to stay. ವಾಸ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಥಳ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಒನ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಡೆನ್, ಗುಹೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಗುಹೆಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ವೈಲ್ಡ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸಮ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಶೆಲ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ನೆಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಲಾಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್, big trees. So in that big trees birds build their nest. Then cave, isn't it? Then cave we can find. So these are the some shelter places. Okay. So shelter to animals. So birds build nest on the trees, isn't it? Then caves. Next, children. Third, fuel or other things. Fuel or other things. Fuel means industry. Or what are the other things we get from forest? So we get food items from the forest. We get some medicines also from the forest. Means we can prepare some medicines by using some medicinal plants like neem, lemon, isn't it? Pepper, tulsi, some medicinal plants. So some trees and plants were also used to prepare a medicine. So we also get medicinal plants from the forest. Fruits we get, vegetables we get, spices we get. So food items also we get. Then we get shelter to animals also, like den, cave, nest, etc. Then fuel or other things what we get from the forest. One example they have given, firewood. Firewood means saude for lighting a fire. So in olden days villages, so people prepare food items or food by using a firewood, isn't it? So ಇಂದಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೌದೆಯಿಂದ ಒಲೆ ಉರಿಸಿ ಅಡುಗೆನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. So nowadays we are using a gas, isn't it? Gas stove or gas. Okay. So firewood, saude ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. Then other things what we get from the forest like timber, wood, isn't it? Timber, wood also we get from forest. Timber, wood. So timber and wood. So why we use this timber and wood? While constructing houses we need a wood. So to make furniture and to make doors and windows we need a wood. All these things we get from forest, children. So we get so many things from forest, children. Keep it in your mind, children. Our life is depending on plants and animals only. Most of the things whatever we use in our daily life, children, all the things we get from plants and trees, that is from the forest only. So forest is very useful for us, children. So we should save the forest. It is our duty, it is our responsibility to save the forest. We should avoid cutting trees and plants, children. We should grow more and more plants and trees. So because whatever we breathe air, that also we get from plants and trees. If there is a forest, we get fresh air for breathing. So we get food items, isn't it? So food items we get, then medicines also we get from forest. So many things we get from forest, children. Our life is depending on plants and trees only, children. Most of our life. So we are depending on plants and trees. That's why we should save the forest. We should not destroy the forest also. Okay, children. So yes, let's move to the lesson. So before starting the lesson, children, first you should know the glossary, that is words to know. Before starting the lesson, first you should know the meanings of some new words which you are not familiar with that words. So let's see the new words which is given in your textbook also. Open the page number 30. At the top, words to know. So let's know the meaning of some new words. First word, what they have given in your textbook? S-P-R-I-N-T-I-N-G. Sprinting. Sprinting. What do you mean by sprinting? Running very fast. So which animal runs very fast? The cheetah. So sprinting means running very fast. ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಓಡೋದು, ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಗಿ ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಓಡೋದನ್ನ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ. A-U-T-H-O-R-I-T-Y. What do you mean by authority? Authority means people who have power. So ಯಾರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಅಧಿಕಾರ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸು, MLA, MPs, they have an authority. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವರು ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಚೇಂಜ್ ದ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರ ಲಾಸ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪವರ್, ಅಧಿಕಾರ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್. C-O-M-P-L-A-I-N. Complain. Complain means express dissatisfaction about something. So complain means express dissatisfaction about something. So if you are not satisfied with somebody's work, you will complain, isn't it? If your mother prepared a food, think that, okay, so it was not good, so then you will say, Mama, today's food was not tasty, or you will complain to your father also sometimes, isn't it? So if you have not done a homework or a work given by your teachers will complain to your parents. So that is called complaint. Duru. In Kannada, duru. Express dissatisfaction about something. So complaint means duru. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಕೆಲಸ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ, ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್. ದೂರು ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಲೈಟೆಡ್. Delighted. D-E-L-I-G-H-T-E-D. Delighted. Delighted means happy. So ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿರೋದು, ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಟ್. A-P-P-R-E-C-I-A-T-E. Appreciate. Appreciate means praise. P-R-A-I-S, not prize. Praise. P-R-A-I-S. Praise. If you do any good work, your parents or your teacher will appreciate you. Yes, very good, excellent. So praise means ಹೊಗಳಿಕೆ. So in Kannada, ಹೊಗಳಿಕೆ. Appreciate or praise means in Kannada, ಹೊಗಳಿಕೆ. ಪ್ರಶಂಸಿಸುವುದು, ಹೊಗಳೋದು. Understood? So these are some new words you should know before reading the lesson, because all these words you come across in the lessons. So when you read the lessons, then if you know the meaning of these new words at the starting only, while reading it will be easy for you to understand the lesson. So ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಹೊಸ ಪದಗಳ ಅರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ಮೊದಲೇ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪಾಠ ಓದೋಕೆ ಮೊದಲೇ, ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಪದಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಪಾಠದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಓದ್ತಾ ಪಾಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂಥ ಪದಗಳು. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಮೊದಲೇ ಇದ್ರ ಪದದ ಅರ್ಥಗಳು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪಾಠ ಓದೋಕ್ಕೆ ಓದಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಅದು ಪಾಠ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೋ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗಿವನ್? ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಟಿಂಗ್, ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ವೆರಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್, ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಓಡೋದು. ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ, ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಪವರ್, ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದೂರು. ದೆನ್ ಡಿಲೈಟ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ, ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರೋದು, ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿರೋದು. ಅಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೇಸ್, ಹೊಗಳಿಕೆ. Okay, now I hope you understood the meanings of some new words. So now I will start the lesson, children. So please open the page number 26. Now I am going to read the lesson, children. Please listen carefully. Okay, how to pronounce. So please listen my pronunciation, how I will read the accent, everything you have to listen carefully. Okay, so if there is a comma, full stop or any apostrophe or any exclamatory mark, any punctuation marks, you should read properly. Okay, you should pronounce the word clearly so other can understand easily. Okay, shall I start reading? Yes. Please take out your textbook, page number 26. While reading, children, keep fingers on it. Okay. Unit 3, Prose. The child who saved the forest. First paragraph. Prem lived with his parents in a small village near Bandipur forest. He had the good habit of taking an evening walk in the forest. After some days, he became friendly with the animals and birds in the forest. One day, he came home from school looking sad. His mother asked, "What is the matter, Prem?" He replied, "Ma, I have heard that many trees in the forest will be cut down. Where will the animals and birds go if the trees are cut?" His mother knew that Prem loved trees, birds and animals and flowers. So she said, "Why don't you go to the forest with your friend Nazreen? Find out what has happened exactly." Prem took his friend Nazreen with him to the forest. They walked to their most favorite place in the forest. As they sat on the rock and looked around, Hira, the deer, came sprinting towards them. Nazreen asked Prem, "What's the matter? Why is the deer looking sad?" Prem replied that the trees in the forest would soon be cut down, and Hira must have heard about this. Both thought for a while about where these animals would go. Then Prem looked at Nazreen and asked, "How can we stop the cutting down of trees?" Nazreen replied, "We will approach the authorities concerned to stop cutting down of trees." Both of them were very happy and returned to Prem's house. Prem told his mother about their plan. Prem asked his mother, "But who shall we complain to?" Mother replied, "Of course, the president of Grama Sabha." Prem wrote a letter to the president of Grama Sabha and requested his parents and their friends to sign on it. They also took signature of the people in the local community and those residing in nearby villages. Prem sent the letter to the president of Grama Sabha. Very soon, he got a reply from the president of Grama Sabha. "Dear Prem, we are happy about the love you have shown towards nature. Your request for not cutting down trees in the forest has been accepted. We have decided not to cut down the trees in the forest. Now the plants, animals and birds will be safe. You may give this good news to all your friends and villagers. Yours sincerely, Srimati Rukmini Ramaya, President of Grama Sabha." That evening, Prem went back to the village and assured the villagers that nothing would happen to the forest and the animals. So this is about the lesson, the child who saved the forest. So I hope, children, while I am reading only you have a little bit understood the story. So this is a story of one child who tried to save the forest. So from this story you came to know who is that child, why he wants to save the forest and how he saved the forest, what plan he made to save the forest. Everything you go and come to know in the story. So today I will stop here only. Okay. In the next class I am going to explain it in Kannada. So till then what you have to do, children, first you have to go through read the lesson. First you should learn the meanings of new words, then you should read the lesson, children. So you should read the lesson till you can understand it. So you can read it once or twice till you understood. Try to read the lesson twice or thrice. Then you will come to know, or then you will understand it easily, children. So before I explain, you will understand the story if you read it twice or thrice. Try to understand the story yourself, children. So I will explain the story. Before I explain the story, children, you should read this lesson twice or thrice. If you read it twice or thrice, you only can understand the story easily. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? ಸೊ ನಾನು ಓದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮೊದಲೇ ನೀವೇ ಸ್ಟೋರಿನ ಈ ಲೆಸನ್ನ ಟ್ವೈಸ್ ಥ್ರೈಸ್ 2 ಸಲ 3 ಸಲ ಓದಿದಾಗ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ಸೊ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. ಸೊ I will continue in the next class. In the next class I am going to explain the story. Okay children, till then what you have to do, you have to sit and read the lesson, and you should try to understand the story. Okay, see you in the next class. Till then, take care, bye bye, be safe, stay at home, sit and read well. Okay.